So we're putting in the fan and the skylight, and something I discovered that I hadn't taken into account when I ordered everything and measured it all to make it fit is that there's a 6.5-inch overhang on that fan that comes off of the back. So I don't have enough room for my solar panel in between those if I put the fan up front. So basically what we're having to do is switch it around. We're going to have the Maxx Air Fan over our bed, and we're going to have the skylight up here behind the seats right here. So now I'm just doing all the measurements, double and triple checking to make sure it's going to fit before I cut any holes. Pretty scary.
How much do you have to spare?
1 inch on either end of the solar panel is all I have to spare.
Hi, we're Matt and Christina. We live in an off-grid, eclectic hobbit house nestled into the mountains of Colorado. After waiting for our new Ford Transit Trail Edition van for over 8 months, we've decided to throw in the towel and buy a new 2022 four-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter van. After building out our first van, Clarity, and traveling for 3 years, we've missed van life these last months, and we're excited to build out our new Sprinter van and get back on the road.
So we've triple checked, and again we just did it in the garage, and it looks like we have about 1 inch to spare to get that solar panel in. You agree?
I do. I have plenty of room.
Okay, here we go. Let's cut a hole in the roof.
Our original plan was to have a skylight in this van because we wanted to be able to lay in bed and see the stars. And Matt had figured out a way to make this happen using the base sizes of the skylight, Maxx Air Fan, and the solar panel. But with the 6.5-inch overhang on the fan, our dreams of stargazing from bed went out the window. And we settled for installing it in the front of the van, where we'll enjoy the extra light and can still admire the stars from the galley.
No going back now.
We nailed it.
The edge of each hole needs to be filed, sanded, and painted to prevent rust.
Look at that. Hear that? That's the sound of everything falling into place. This skylight that we put in here is a Dometic Mini Heki style 400 by 400 millimeter, which is basically 15 3/4 inch wide hole roof light. And I have to say, compared to the design of the Maxx Air Fan, this does not leave me with much confidence. So what I'll say is, when it comes to installation, the flange around the top on the outside has no way to screw the flange down to the van and sandwich the van between support structures that I put around the outside. So first of all, that's all you have is just your pressure pushing it down. And when you're up on the van putting it in, my weight of the van was pushing down a little bit on one side, and it was really a challenge to get that thing to sit flat. So first of all, having screws on the flange coming down from the top that you could screw into a frame and sandwich that van is such a better design, and that's how the Maxx Air Fan is designed. And then you can see this trim piece is not designed to be installed in a van that has a 2-inch space here. So I put some trim in around here to match the height of these cross members so that my roof line will tie into here. But this is only designed for something up to maybe 1.5 inches, because this has got actually a 3/4 gap here. We're gonna have to trim that out. And then the other thing that is funky about this, not only does it, it's pretty chintzy flat plastic. You can see how much I moved this. So when I put a screw up into here and into this to suck these two things together, which is the only thing it has to actually draw those two sections to each other, it distorts. And then the third thing about it is when you open it up, I push the button here to open it, and then it's down to a point here, and it's just a little bit too tight in here on either side of these pins. And so to get it to go past the pivot points here for the locking mechanism, I have to really pull it down in order to get it to work. Then it opens up nicely. It's got 3 positions, that's full open. Then it's got a second position here, and then it's also got a 3rd position there, just cracked. And then it's got a locking position, and again I have to push it up past those 2 pivot points to get it to lock. Once it locks pretty well. Because of the fact that this roof is so much smaller, it's like close to a foot smaller in width than the ProMaster was, and then the Transit is as well. Because of that, I'm having to spread the skylight and the Maxx Air Fan far apart so that I can at least get this one panel in here, because putting the panels sideways, they're just too long for this van. They'll stick out, they'll look like wings. So because of that, I'm actually having to put spacers in between the ribs on the roof, because those ribs are just because it's too high and I can't find a smooth spot. Normally there's a spot on the Sprinter right there that's designed to have a fan put in there, and it would be really easy to just do that, put it in, but then I won't have enough room for the solar panel and the skylight. So we're doing it this way. So I painted around the hole that we cut and cleaned it up before I painted it with isopropyl alcohol. And so now I'm going to glue these plastic spacers down, and then we'll screw down the flange. this on. Now that we got the easy part done, which is the holes in the roof, and got the skylight and the fan mounted, now we're figuring out where we're going to put the windows in the side of the van here. And so before we did that, one thing leads to another as we're figuring all this out. And what we've realized is we've got constraints with the size of the bed, constraints with the size of our sink cabinet, which is already made for the other van for the Transit, and we also have the refrigerator and toilet cabinet built for the Transit. So we're trying to figure out how these are all going to work, and so we just spent the last 45 minutes or hour figuring out how we're going to fit all this stuff in here. I think we've got it figured out. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to prep these walls. I'm going to cut these supports off here and here, and this is where our awning window will go. We have a bunk awning window going on this side and on the other side. So that'll be our next project. That was nice.
One of our biggest concerns about starting this van build in the middle of October is the weather. And one of the first things Matt wanted to do was get in the skylight and the Maxx Air Fan and all the windows. That's 5 holes he has to cut in the van. And so we are just so grateful because we have yet another blue sky day. It's going to be perfect for wrapping up the last 3 windows and getting this van sealed up and ready for winter.
I love cutting these holes in the van. This paint chips much more than the paint on the ProMaster, as I recall. Okay, I'm gonna push on you.
Yeah, I got it.
I love these windows. They don't open up very far, but they let lots of air in, and you can have them open in the rain. Yeah, it's really nice. right out of a Sprinter. So
it must be expensive.
we found out in Clarity that having a full window on the passenger sliding door is really helpful for safety, for being able to see when you're pulling out at intersections. And so we definitely wanted that in the van. The Transit was coming with it. This did not, but when we bought it, we were really fortunate because those guys again at San Juan Vans came through and they had one that they'd taken off a vehicle because they put different windows in, and they gave us this for free. So we're psyched, and this is the last window going in the van, and we'll be done with the penetrations except for our porthole window that will be coming next week. In order to put this window on, we've got to cut this section out right along this interior support all the way around, and take these out as well. So we can't get the nippers in here to cut this, so we're going to have to do it all with a jigsaw. But once we get a couple holes drilled, we might be able to do it from the outside, but we'd have to get these off first. So I think we're just going to have to do it with a jigsaw. Well, there it is. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes. It's on. Towards the front of the van?
No, actually toward the back. Yep. Uh-oh, it's touching. Somewhere around there. Yeah, it does need to go forward. Okay. Okay, lift and push. Okay, you got it? You guys holding it?
Thanks for watching us put holes in our new Sprinter van. It's a relief to have this task behind us. Join us next time as we continue the race to get Clarity 2 built out before the snow flies. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.